Hi everyone, welcome to our channel. Today we will discuss how to stop bleeding from cuts and wounds. You get a new knife set over the weekend and feel no less than a Michelin chef showing off your chopping skills. But the overenthusiastic inner child of yours get a little reckless and you end up with a big nick on your thumb. Nicks and cuts are fairly common. You can get one while cooking dinner, taming the shrub in your garden, or working on an art or home redecorating project. Small wounds and lacerations are also common among biking, hiking, and other sports enthusiasts. Cuts and wounds of such nature are nothing serious and tend to stop bleeding and heal up on their own. But it's important to take care of them and clean them thoroughly so that they don't develop into an infection. Learn the basic first aid for minor cuts and wounds and also some home remedies to stop bleeding from cuts and wounds in less than a minute. Home remedy number 1, Basic first aid. Before proceeding with any home remedies, it is important to administer first aid on the cut or wound. With clean hands, apply direct pressure on the bleeding cut for 10 minutes. Rinse the wound with water to wash away any dirt or impurities. Place an ice cube over the cut to constrict the blood vessel and reduce the bleeding. Home remedy number 2, Coffee grounds. If the first aid has not helped you, leftover coffee grounds can work quite effectively to stop bleeding from minor cuts. Sprinkle coffee grounds evenly over the wound. Leave it for 5 to 10 minutes, then brush it off. Home remedy number 3, Cayenne pepper. Cayenne pepper is an old and popular home remedy to stop bleeding from cuts and wounds in less than a minute. Put some cayenne pepper on the wound and let it set for 5 minutes. Brush it off and check on the wound. Home remedy number 4, Raw honey. Honey has been used for centuries for beauty and as a natural healer due to its antibiotic properties. Smear a generous amount of raw honey over the cut. Cover the wound with a bandage if it feels messy. Wash it off after 10 minutes. Reapply honey if the bleeding has not stopped by then. Home remedy number 5, Ground black pepper. Black pepper is another natural antibacterial agent that can make blood coagulate quickly and stop the bleeding from small or medium-sized cut and wound. Sprinkle a generous amount of ground black pepper over the wound. Apply pressure on the wound using your clean fingers or a clean cloth or bandage. Wrap the wound with a bandage. The bleeding will stop within 1 minute. Home remedy number 6, Styptic pencil or alum. You can also use a styptic pencil or an alum block to stop bleeding from small nicks and cuts. Rub an alum block or styptic pencil directly over the cut. Wait for a few seconds and reapply if needed. Home remedy number 7, Vaseline. Vaseline will prevent the blood flows and help to stop the bleeding. Scoop out some Vaseline with your finger. Apply it generously to cover the entire cut or wound.